People around the world are stuck inside their homes, isolated. Just so you know where my mindset is right now, I unironically had a disco last night. Alone. However introverted you claim to be. Humans need connections. I was so desperate to go outside, I bought a drone just to leave my house in some way. I'm lucky that I'm a child and live with my sister and parents, but I can't imagine being alone. I have a phone, but I haven't messaged my friends once. It's just that now I'm isolated, I don't want to give myself that kind of false hope that I'm having social connections. I know it sounds strange, but every time I try and send a message on the group chat, I pause. I have approached the rear window method of Hitchcock. I relate to Jeff, the main character in that movie, and I think we all can. So I set out camp at my window. I'm not quite at the point where I'm snooping around with binoculars, though. I realised that film is a lie. Outside of my window was not a contrast of the nothingness inside, but instead a reflection. A remake of Rear Window, but instead of binoculars, he has a drone, is a project I'm interested in pursuing. Would he have caught the murderer earlier, or would he have been arrested for not following the new CAA drone regulations? The biggest way that people are connecting is through Zoom. I hate Zoom. It's the most awkward and scary thing. I find myself looking at me for the entire meeting. Not just because I'm incredibly good looking, but because I feel awkward looking at anyone else. I hate people looking at me without me knowing, so naturally, I hate the idea of bringing that on someone else. It's almost like I'm stalking them every time I just glance. So I end up staring at my handsome face. In that way, I do differ from Jeff in the Rear Window. I don't enjoy looking in on others' lives. I always thought that Hitchcock really missed a great opportunity with that film. It would have been much more endearing to me if we find out that none of it was real and that the man was just a part of Jeff's imagination, that being stuck in the house had sent him insane and that the real killer was him. You keep expecting a twist, but that twist never comes. I know that Hitchcock is considered godly in the filmmaking world, so I'm going to take a step back. I do think I could have made that film better than he did, though. Thinking of the sense of being disconnected that lockdown brings, it starts to make you think. Aren't we technically more connected than ever? With social media and the internet as a whole, we're so plugged in, yet we feel so alone. My drone is my only way to access the outside world. But even when I can go outside, laws prevent me from going within 50 metres of any people. Ironically, the more other people connect, the more likely the drone is to drop out of the sky. Using the drone, I'm connected. But what if I send it too far and the Wi-Fi buffers? What if, in this Wi-Fi pollution, I disconnect from my only means of connection? Let's have a look at a slightly more abstract form of connections. These connections are based around online platforms and social medias. Let's focus on YouTube as it's the one I use most. Too much. No, the right amount. I really do play into the stereotype of the YouTube-obsessed 12-year-old. I found there are two types of YouTubers. Ones that disconnect you and leave you feeling empty, jealous and alone, and those that connect you and leave you feeling happy and content. Sadly, most of the platforms consist of the former. The latter can make you feel like you're in a community and make you feel more connected, not just with the YouTuber, but also with others in the comments section. Now, PewDiePie has had his fair share of controversies, but you must admit, his community and how they single-handedly make you feel like you're part of an inside joke or that you're in this happy, upbeat group of friends. It's truly heartwarming. Then we have the other kind. These YouTubers rely on flexing, and with toxic communities, they can make you feel even more isolated in your self-isolation. Everyone seems to watch these videos just to either spread hate, to promote their own stuff, or just to be a douchebag. You also have a higher influx of bots on these channels. These are an algorithm that puts out multiple comments trying to scam you or in most cases promote their own stuff. These YouTubers survive with the simple mindset of all publicity is good publicity. They're constantly starting drama with other YouTubers and trying to milk any situation. When looking at inventive connections, these YouTubers are great. They're constantly trying to get you to communicate with them and to comment down below for the simple reason that more comments means the more the videos are promoted. Why I really bring up this situation is a new scam that has started. In lockdown, we have really seen it start to gain popularity. A celebrity, usually a YouTuber, will give out their phone number. It's never their phone number, and they just use it to make you feel like you can connect with them. Humans respond to what feels like actual contact, even if it's fake. This sort of trend started back in 2019. So whatever techniques we all use to make ourselves feel connected, it's all about getting the smallest glimpse of human contact. We're all sitting down watching life go by outside, and we all use different techniques to try and really grasp that. Whether it's drones or YouTubers' phone numbers, we're all in it together. We can get through these times.